Murat I'm in transport business. I've got like trucks and vans. Been doing that for maybe 15 years now. How I came across Mecca Group, I was on TikTok, and they came on my feed, and I decided to make an appointment, and it all started from there. What made me click on Mecca Group specifically was I just felt a little bit more comfortable with the way they were approaching stuff, what they put on socials. I did come across a few other companies, and they seemed very, how can I say, aggressive. Whereas the Mecca Group was much more relaxed and calm. What made me take action actually was I sort of was doing my own research into property, and I'm not an expert in that area. I made a purchase of my own, which was a commercial property, which has gone backwards and I've lost money on. And just like with anything in life, I just want to, work with the experts that understand the Australian market. It was the commercial property that made me decide I need help here, but also, yes, I did okay on the residentials as well. But especially after speaking to Abdullah in regards to their percentage on how much their properties grow and what mine has grown by, there was a difference there, obviously. And I just thought it's better to work with an expert than just to fling it and do my own research, which I don't understand the market exactly, and there's only so much I can do, and I don't understand the whole Australian market. Yep. So I thought it's better to, go with the experts and, make the right decisions, because it is about my future, obviously. My portfolio prior to joining the Mecca Group was I had a property in my residential property currently in Greenvale, which I live in. I purchased the property in Craigieburn, purchased the property in Frankston South, and I purchased the property in Western Australia in Armidale, and a commercial property in Blackburn, which is the one I was just talking about. Yeah. So the first property was a purchase we did in Northern Territory. The purchase price was $630,000. And the strategy that the Mecca Group had was there's going to obviously be an uplift in the market over there, and also this specific property we were able to split in half and generate a double income. So to rent out the property and to generate two rental incomes from the one property. That was initially the plan, which we went ahead with and purchased the property. The total right now, I believe, is $12.50 a week, which is an awesome effort, and it's very positively cash flowed. It is an uplift of about 150k already within the space of less than 12 months. Our second property was a commercial property, a storage facility up in Muswellbrook, New South Wales. We purchased it for $2.5 million. That was in December 2025. In the space of 6 months, we've got an uplift of about $750,000. And generating rental income of nearly $19,000 per month. So the property manager, obviously, it was a little bit under rented, and the property manager that we got in there, which Abdullah found and got in there for us, had a bit of an uplift in the rents, which generated us more of an income, which also had an uplift in the property's value. So we bought the business and the property, so we owned the land and the building as well. The business. It was a little bit scary at first. My accountant was sort of trying to turn me off it a little bit, because it is a new area I never thought I'd do, but I just believed in Abdullah and all his he was very strong on it, so and we went ahead with it, and I'm so happy I did. Currently we're in the process of settling on our second self-storage facility. That one's in Yarrawonga, Victoria. It's under rented by 60%. And we're looking at we're settling on it at 2.27 million, and with our property manager that we use up in Muswellbrook in New South Wales, he looked into it and he said we can probably get that to full capacity within 12 months, which will give us an uplift of nearly $1 million. So we're assuming it's going to get up to about 260 gross per year rental income. I was extremely happy with the service I got. The one thing that stuck in my head, which was the one that actually made me think I made the correct decision, was we made the purchase, which was the first one in Northern Territory, and we had an issue with the roof. and everything was settled and done. And this is 6 months after the event. We had an issue with the roof. There was a bit of a leak in the roof. And when I spoke to Abdullah, he said, look, I'm not going to leave you. He goes, I'll walk you through this. We'll get this fixed. We'll get this sorted. I was getting some ridiculous quotes, like 15, 20K to fix the roof. But it was something so simple, which Abdullah found someone up there who fixed it, and it cost $1,200. And we got it all fixed. And just that moment made me feel I made the right decision, because I was, even though our purchase was complete and settled and done and dusted, he was still there for me, walking me through, and became friends essentially through it. Yeah, I still call him now for even in my trucking business. I called him like a couple of months ago in regards to purchasing a new truck. What do you think? Should I purchase this, or should we put it into property? So I called him in regards to purchasing a new truck with a contract, and once we crunched the numbers, we realised it's probably better to put a granny flat in our Armidale property in Western Australia, which would have generated the same income, and even better. He's always there for you. In the next 5 years, we're looking at selling down one commercial and one residential property. One's in Craigieburn and one's in Blackburn, and to pay down some debt. And the long-term 7-year plan is to generate a passive income of over $400,000. And obviously, that could be my retirement, essentially. If you're thinking about your future and you have goals and you want to plan for your retirement, don't think twice. You got to, take action now. Call up and make an appointment with the team. And I'd recommend it to anyone that's thinking about their future, especially in this day and age.